Skin cancer is the most common type of cancer in the United States. In fact, according to the American Academy of Dermatology, 9,500 people in this country are diagnosed with it every day. Experts say a simple way to prevent this: wearing sunscreen. Protect yourself from the sun's ultraviolet rays. But now there is an anti-sunscreen movement, and it's growing on social media, of course, as some people question product safety. One of the more high-profile critics, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and he has raised some skepticism about some of the ingredients used in those products. Meantime, the FDA is advising Americans against using specific sunscreen products. Officials say those sold in mousse form may not provide efficient protection from harmful UV rays. And Dr. Rachel Westby joins us now here on set. She is a board-certified dermatologist, so the person to talk to about this. Dr. Westby, just to get into this, when you hear about an anti-sunscreen movement, I can imagine that is very surprising to you. These people are pushing for alternatives or perhaps even no sunscreen whatsoever.
It's surprising, but in ways it doesn't surprise me that much because social media has made these types of things quite pervasive. But the anti-sunscreen movement does very much concern us as dermatologists. So yes, you're right. There are people who are claiming that it's better to not use it at all, or they're touting these DIY at-home methods that have no data behind them. So I think it's really important to know and preface, as you know, that sunscreen has been, and will remain for the foreseeable future the only evidence-backed thing that can reliably and statistically significantly reduce the risk of potentially deadly melanoma and other non-melanoma skin cancers like squamous cell and basal cell, the latter of which is the most common skin cancer in this country, as you alluded to.
So don't do DIY sunscreen.
Please do not. Please do not.
Doctor, we also talked about the FDA warning users against using that mousse sunscreen. Why is that ineffective?
Yeah, so the warning is actually both from an inefficacy perspective, but also from a safety perspective. So mousse and foam formulations, the concern is that they're likely to be less effective because when they come out on the hand, they tend to collapse quite quickly. And so people are likely to put a thinner application on them than what they can actually perceive and see as the volume that's coming out of the canister. But from a safety perspective, it looks so much like whipped cream, and I can attest to that fact, having young children, that sure, it might improve compliance among kids, but we're actually worried that they're going to think it's food, and they're going to ingest it. So please don't eat your whipped sunscreen.
Definitely not. Okay, it's just so as we wrap things up, why is it important, of course, to apply this sunscreen, and how should people make sure that they're staying on top of it?
Yeah, so sunscreen is critical because it's going to protect from the DNA damage, whether it's physical sunscreens or chemical sunscreens that we know induces skin cancer of all forms. And you want to make sure that you're using an adequate amount. So generally speaking, we recommend an ounce for a full body application. I think the most common thing I see among patients is not reapplying appropriately. So you can get your baseline sun protection, but then if you're outside for an extended period of time, whether you're sweaty or you're wet, you should be reapplying that sunscreen every 2 hours. And if you are sweaty or you do get wet, you should be reapplying right away.
Though, I will say some people are concerned sometimes about reapplying and messing up their makeup or doing something like that. And then there are those spray sunscreens too, right?
Yep. Spray sunscreens are great for that, but what's actually also very helpful, especially for women, is powder sunscreens. So I actually carry one in my purse, and so it doesn't suffice as your initial sunscreen application. You still need to do that. You can do your makeup, but then these powder sunscreens, as long as they actually have a definitive SPF rating, can actually be applied after and throughout the day, and they have mattifying qualities if you need them, and they're cosmetically very elegant, so that's a lovely option as well.
I want to say this without seeming inappropriate. You have great skin.
Thank you.
It makes sense to talk to you about all this.
It is my job to do, so thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it.
Dr. Rachel Westby, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for having me.